guys, hello, and welcome to my bi-weekly catch-up. And I'm so sorry I'm not going to be very upbeat and happy today because this was supposed to be a very fun and lighthearted chat about queer decks. Because I would like to get one because I don't really have any decks that I. Hi Scott, thank you so much for coming. So I was supposed to, I just wanted to have some fun and, talk about queer decks and whatnot. And then the Hungarian government decided that we're going to go back to the 70s. And they will, unfortunately, I don't think that there's enough opposition. They will pass a law that will prohibit anyone to mention anything homosexual. I freaking hate the way they use the word. To anyone under the age of 18. So teachers won't be able to talk to kids about what if they are being gay, because that's how being gay works. Until you're 18, you don't know. So I'm just kind of I'm pretty overwhelmed. There's a protest going on currently in Budapest, and nope, not kidding. And I couldn't go because not just because of vaccination and whatnot, but I'm so stressed out. My eyes are not correctly working at the moment. So please excuse me if I'm not looking too much up because I can't keep them open all the time. And I'm just stressed out and I can't believe what's going on. I'm going to post a link in the chat if you want to read up. This is an English article about what's going on, what they are trying to do, and because they have the majority and surprisingly the right wing, one of the right wing parties were like, oh yeah, we're on board. I don't think that they can stop it, and I couldn't believe that we can go back in time even more so than we did. But so if anyone tell you that Hungary is a democracy, please don't believe them. This is a freaking dictatorship, so nothing more. And thank you so much, everyone, for showing up. I promise I won't be. I'm trying to not be, frustrated and just terrified, because this just the only result that is gonna come out from something like this, that kids will get hurt, because it's already hard, and there's a lot of people already who are not accepting of queer people, and just imagine what will they do to kids. So but yeah, thank you so much for everyone for showing up, Nancy and Diane and Regina and Sarah. So yeah, I'm trying my best. I was supposed to film my little Pride video this weekend, or even before that, and I wanted to post it, and I was like, let's talk about queer decks, because that's just, it's Pride month, let's celebrate. And then this happened, and I'm like, I don't know how can, what to do with this. So I have a few decks. We're gonna test if I can share my screen by using the internet. So hopefully I'm not going to kill the stream, because that's funny. But yeah, I don't know how you stay positive when the fuckery is coming from the highest point of the country. And I don't know if I talked about it in previous videos, but because I worked at our local library before, and I was responsible for our Harry Potter club. And I'm assuming because Dumbledore is gay, even though there's nothing in the book, but it's pretty much, they are saying that some of the scenes from the movies won't be able to shown before like 10 p.m. or something now. And I was thinking about that. Maybe I won't be even to, do the club anymore, because what I'm teaching, so to speak, in that club to children is to be empathetic and, just accept that love is love. And it's just mind-blowing to me that we can live in middle of Europe, be part of the freaking European Union, and have a law like this passed. And I'm not the biggest fan of the EU when it comes to things like that, because they always say that we can't do anything. It's, you know, it's your inner thing. We can't do that. And I'm like, but that's why you're here. I mean, you're supposed to be and come in and step in and say like that. This is going against everything that we as the European Union believe in, because I don't think that, you know, just saying that biology doesn't work the way it does is according to the EU. I'm sorry, I have no words. So yeah, I mean, if I would be able to follow my own heart, I would be living in far away from here, to be honest. But it's scary. It scares me because my nephew is 6 months old, so who the freak knows that what he will be, you know, growing up to be. So it's just, but I donated to the protest and I'm there with by heart and everything. So let's hope that, I don't know, I'm kind of hoping that some international media will pick the story up or something, and, you know, there is gonna be anything, because or something is going to be done, because I'm pretty sure that they're gonna pass the law tomorrow. So yeah. I mean, thanks. The ruling party is pretending not to be right wing, but I mean, the extreme, but they are. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have favorite queer decks, because let's be as gay as we can be, just, you know, is to spy them. And I have my light seers and the power of the 10 of cups and the 2 of cups with me, which are honestly, I mean, look at that, how beautiful this card is. So how can you say like this is not beautiful? So hi Chris. Oh, you just missed my rant about what a stupid country I am living in. If you can scroll back, you can see an article I posted about what's actually going on right now in the country, which is pretty much, you know, yes, next word is on my list. You know, the government currently is trying to pass a law, and unfortunately, I think that will prohibit everyone to talk about anything gay related to children, because, you know, we have to protect the children from, I guess, empathy and understanding and acceptance, because those are horrible things. So yeah, I don't have a dedicated queer deck, even though I was thinking about already picking up one, but I was like, you know, I have time, I can do this next year. Who the hell knows what's gonna happen? So I picked up a few, as in listed. Let's try to share the first one. Oh wait, this is going to be the first one, if I can share my screen. I mean, my channel is not for children anyway, so maybe, but honestly, I don't know if I can, because, and they are calling it the propaganda law, which is like, you know, gay propaganda. That's how you become gay, just in case you guys missed it. But, you know, there are a lot of kids who needs to hear about stuff like that, so they will know how to figure out themselves. But yeah, so I'm sorry, I will probably trip over my words more than usual, because it's very, very, just, I don't have words. Like, it's not just frustrating or sad, but yeah, it's sad. I mean, I'm bi. I don't know if I said it already. Not like anybody cares or should care, but that's what I will talk about my Pride video, but for those of you who are here, exclusive. No, just that the story I wanted to share was exactly like this, that when I was 13 or 14 years old, I was like, I like guys. And then there was a few celebrities that I had crush on, and I was like, but I like girls, so I am gay. And then I was like, after a short while, but I still like boys. So then I'm, logical conclusion, I'm not gay, I'm heterosexual, because there was nothing bisexual in any media back in those times. So I didn't figure out my sexuality well over in my, I think it was 20s, because I got sick, and then you don't have time for stuff like that. But I didn't know, because there was nothing that would have been that would have shown that, hey, there is such a thing that you can like both. Because I grew up and there was the heterosexual people, straight people, and there were gay people, and that was the only option, so to speak. So that's why I wanted to do this stream, because I think it's very, very important to have representation, because you never know what you find out about yourself when you look at cards. And thank you. So yeah, I mean, I'm old enough that this won't have an effect on me or what I think, but just thinking about all those young kids who might be in a similar situation, it's just horrible. But anyone has the Fyodor Pavlov tarot? Let's be positive. Let's think that this can go on for long, because I have to believe that humanity in general is evolving. And even though Hungary is really, really want to go back to the Middle Ages, hopefully it's not going to happen. Or if they do this, it won't stay for long, because I have to believe that things will progress. So I've seen Threadbound Tarot's Corbin's walkthrough today of this deck. To be honest, I wasn't that excited when I saw this at first, because I was like, nakedness. And I'm not necessarily someone who needs naked people in my tarot deck. But I kind of like the colors. I really like the colors of this deck, and I try to pick images so I'm not showing the lovers, for example, with not a lot of nudity. But yeah, I'm trying to be positive, because sobbing on the floor doesn't help. But putting out content, even if it's in English, hopefully will. Finishing word is nice. So anyone has the Fyodor Pavlov tarot? I think it was a Kickstarter recently, and because I've seen a few people getting it already. And like I said, at first I was like, I don't need this, naked people. But then I watched the walkthrough today, and I'm like, even though it's expensive. Because I really like the colors, and I kind of like how the nakedness is done in the deck. Thank you so much for dropping by. Literary, yes. Oh, I don't have a literary, that's a hard word, tarot. I will make myself a note, because to be honest, I want to have one, like a queer deck, but it's kind of hard to choose, because I'm always like, who would I do the readings with, with this deck for? And I never know if I want to have one with nakedness, or if I don't want, and stuff like that. So as I can see, no one has this deck, right? By the way, is the stream good? I mean, is it? Please do tell me if it's lagging because I'm sharing or not, because I'm not sure. It would make my life a lot easier if this would work, because I planned a few streams in the future with screen sharing. Yeah, I don't have either, but I think it was independent, and it's by Fyodor Pavlov. If you look, I don't know if it's him or they. Let's go with they. There's a name, you can get it. I think it was a Kickstarter. Yes, and I like the fact that it's cream. The whole background is cream color, and I really like the ribbons with the names, and how some of the, like for example, in the justice card, you can see that the ribbons leave the. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. That's really helpful. You know, it leaves the border. So this is not a deck that I would want to trim even. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. I will check the site. But I think it was, yeah, you can find him. I'm not sure. I mean, I know that I looked up his, what is it called? Tumblr. Where he posted quite a few images, because there was nothing much on the Kickstarter page. So let's move on then. But I think this is a deck that we will see a lot. Okay, the fifth spirit. Okay, stop screen. Share again, because I'm being. What did I say? Fifth spirit. Oh, it's not in order anymore. Why is it not in order anymore? Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have two screens, so I have to go back and forth. So this was another one that I've seen quite a few times lately. By the way, I think most of the decks, I mean, I try to not pick just the decks that has watercolor in it, but I have a thing for watercolor. So these are the majors. I think I can make them bigger. Let's check. Yes, it's better. I really like this full card, because, you know, you just don't know if he's gonna walk off and fall, or there's something invisible that would keep him up. Hey, where's the next one? Oh, okay. Ah, okay, managed to kill the one magician. Here's the high priestess. So it's quite a modern deck. I hear that I can't see the. Yeah, for the fool is really off that cliff for sure. Yeah, I've seen good comments about this one on. I think it was also Corwin, because their channel Threadbound Tarot is really good at, or you know, it has a lot of queer content. So I've seen a lot of decks there for sure. And let's check a few. So there's the Empress, the Emperor, and there's, you know, not just I love these lovers, by the way. There's age diversity, I think, as well. But look at that, it's just so cool, because it has that side of the lovers, which is about loving yourself as well, and how we're all just more than our bodies and stuff like that. And just sometimes I get annoyed when, you know, people go with, oh, lovers is about self-acceptance and self-love, because you know, sometimes you're like, yes, but I want someone else. But I kind of like the idea of this one with the galaxy in one hand, and the tattoos and the really cool hair and everything. Because yeah, self-love, I don't know, I can't remember who said it, but I've read quite a few guidebooks recently, but there was something in a guidebook that said that or video, I can remember, that our most important relationship is with ourselves, you know, with the one with ourselves, and that's the base for every other relationship. And I think that's important to mention, even when we're doing a love reading, at least. Okay, the Chariot, really cool. I think, yeah, Like, look at that, the Hermit. Isn't that cool? Like, I mean, I wish I would be this cool when I'm older, to be honest. And it's similar in design with the cream background and the watercolor. So as you can tell easily, I have a thing for these combinations. So that card is really interesting as well. The Devil. So yeah, there's quite a lot of diversity in this deck. I think I can show you guys the minors as well. Let's check the cups. So it's more simple in the minors, but we have in the court cards even more diversity, which is really cool. So yeah, that's one of the cards that I really like. Was this, which one? Which card was this? The Devil? Let's check. Where's the Devil? No. There's a snake here, but I don't see the apple. Okay, I'm blind. Lovers. Oh, okay. Now see, I'm blind. I was looking at everything but that. Oh, yes, you're right. Ah. And there are, I don't know if you can see this, but there are blue flames on the right side of the wands, and leaves on the left side. Ah, that's, oh, and there's a pizza tattoo. Oh, and the semicolon. Yeah, semicolon tattoo, huh? So yeah, these are really cool. Okay, so this was the Fifth Spirit, also a very strong contender, to be honest, for me. And you know, just window shopping, so I'm not checking at prices and whatnot, because that's always unfortunately a factor, you know, how easily you can get a deck. Or I think all of these should be available. I've heard that the first one or the Fyodor Pavlov tarot is supposed to come out as mass market, which would be really cool, because you know that would be much easier to get. But this one is also a really cool one, the Numinous Tarot. That's the Mother Witch. Okay, which you can see is surprise watercolor. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to ask if anyone has the Fifth Spirit Tarot, or this one, the Luminous. I always want to say Luminous. I think the box looks a bit like an L as well. But I don't know if you guys have this one as well. I really like the Diviner, which I can't remember, but I'm assuming that's the High Priestess. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I didn't close up the fifth, right? Yeah. Okay, so I love these Lovers is also one of my favorite, because it's about community, you know, it's more about acceptance and community, which we really need right now. So that's a lovely lovers cards. I usually am not someone who decides on a deck because of the lovers cards. For me, it's the High Priestess, or yeah, it's just usually if I'm on board with the High Priestess, then the rest of the deck I can learn to work with. I picked up some decks like the Ostara Tarot when the High Priestess was a bit weird, but I kind of came to like it, and I was like, okay, but I like the, you know, overall feeling of the deck, so I will give it a chance. And another one is the Lost Hollow Tarot, which I kind of think I will get. And Yes, absolutely. And that has a very interesting high priestess as well. Choices. Yes, I read the choice aspect of the lovers more, to be honest, when I do readings, because the lovers cards, it's important when I do the love reading, but usually it's about that ethical choice, choosing what's right for you. And that's also what you should do when you're choosing a relationship. By the way, before I forgot to say, or before we head off or something like that, I will be doing the free readings on Friday, the 19th, from 7 p.m. my time, which is the same as this was. So if you can drop by and would like to get a reading from me, I would love to see you all. Or if you can't come but still would like to get a reading, you can just message me your question ahead of time, and I will do that. So I have something to do. Because if I was thinking about that, if no one has the time to show up, then I will do readings for the community, general readings on topics. But it would be lovely to, do readings for you guys as well. So if you would like to get a reading from me during this Friday, then please come by. Strength is also really good with the bear. And I like the bear because my name means little bear. So, and yeah, the shadow is the devil is a very interesting card on this one. I'm not entirely sure I will, I like all the cards, but I like the design and the feel of the deck. I'm not necessarily thinking about getting it, but I think it's very... Yes, and not every Friday, but this is going to be the first, to test out things. I definitely want to do it once a month, and we will see how many people will show up, who wants free readings, or how often I can do it, because I don't want to make promises that I would do every week. That's why I'm doing these lives every second week, bi-weekly, because why not? Let's sneak some by in the title. So anyone has this deck, by the way? Oh, bye, Sarah. Thank you so much for dropping by. By the way, please do tell me your favorite queer theme deck, if you have any, or if there's something that you want to pick up, because that's always, fun to know. Okay, let's move on to the next one. But first, let's close it. So the next one is definitely something that I will pick up when I can, but it's never easy. So, and by that I mean money. It's from the same creator as the previous deck, the Numinous Tarot, and this is this is an Oracle deck. I don't know if anyone has this one. Hello, Kirsten. Okay. Good luck with the appointment. I hope everything is fine. Oh, thank you so much, Regina. That's really cool of you. So yeah, this is something that I will get, because guess what? Watercolor. And I just love the rainbow. It looks just so pretty. Plus, it has library and books in it. So it pretty much has everything that I need. I was supposed to pick this one up, but it's out of stock on the Little Red Feather. I think that's there's a UK shop that sells this deck, and even though UK is no longer part of EU, so it's more expensive to get decks if you don't have friends living in the UK, but I do, so I will get it once it becomes available. But I just love this one. And it has diversity, age. I think it says age, of course. She's older. The skin types and skin color. Okay, I don't know skin types, because we can see if their skin is dry or not. I don't know why I said that. But I love this one. Like, the antagonist is the devil. Like, in books, and I just like, my little writer heart is very, very excited to get to get this one. And look at that, the children with the rainbow. So these are just, I think it's just brilliant. And I like that there's like the book, and then there's soul, legacy, and identity. So you get a beautiful image with a keyword, but you also have little explanations that you can work with. Little Red Tarot, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I'm really excited to get it. And I think I will use this mostly during the summer, because I think it's just because it has such vibrant and rich colors that it just screams. Use this with the light sears. So this is definitely something that I'm getting, and I like that it has suit cards, so just like a tarot almost. And there's a paper suit, and it goes through the process of how you make paper and stuff like that, or the paper makes a book at the end. I can't remember, but I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then yes. So yes, I just like it. Really, really like it. So I don't know if any of you guys have this one, but this is something that I'm getting. Okay. Oh, it's already 2:30. Okay, let's get the next one. This was because I just Googled, queer tarot and oracle decks, because I was curious what's beside the Pride Tarot, and what was the other one that I knew about? I can't remember right now. But there was, this was something that I didn't know about. I'd never seen this one before. And of course, why is it not in the right order? I put it in order in my tabs, so it should be. And this is also good if you don't want your deck to have... Hi, Simon. Thank you so much for dropping by. So I was just saying that this deck is much more work safe than, like, for example, the Fyodor Pavlov Tarot. And I appreciate the community side of this deck, because it says somewhere that it's meant to facilitate community and connection through queer representation. And I just like, I don't think I know a lot of people in the deck, to be honest, but it's queers and queens. So, but I like the way they just look, and these are people, so it's nothing crazy, so to speak. You can just take it out and use it. Yeah, I was thinking about that I like the idea, I like the community aspect of everything, but I'm not sure how do I read with a deck that has faces. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't picked up the, oh god, which is that fantasy deck where everyone is so close up. I think, there are, I think most of the queer decks have straight people in it. Some has a very specifically femme theme, I think. Yeah, it's true. But I was thinking, Hidden Realms, that was the one that I was talking about before, that has so many up-close people. So not all, that's true. I think because right now it's more like, let's put out queer with queer, with everything is queer, because it wasn't an option before. But I think once we come out of the Middle Ages, in Hungary at least, there will be decks that will have the perfect blend, because all of them are part of human experiences, and the tarot is the ultimate human experience, from, you know, from the fool to the last king. So hey, I want to click on this one. I used to have bridge, which is tarot, but couldn't come. I don't know if I don't think I know this one, bridge, which is, I mean, there were more than last year when I was looking for a yes, I was talking about the Little Red Tarot. They are very, very good, and they recently shifted to only selling decks by queer and how do you say it correctly? Color of people? No. Yeah, I struggle with the English. You know, like diverse decks and diverse creators. I don't mean no harm by not saying it well. Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, one of the things that I wanted to talk about in my pride video, and I need to, you know, calm down and be more positive, that I don't look for myself in decks, so I don't need to have, and I know it's easy to say I'm white and, you know, I'm female, so it's easy to tell me that, yeah, people of color, yeah. But I was thinking about the BIPOC abbreviation, and I don't know what the first part means, I think. So I don't look, because for me these are archetypes. Tarot is archetypes, so they are more like a better or more perfect version of human beings in a way. So I don't have to have myself in a deck, but I completely understand when, you know, someone needs that and wants that. That's why. Okay, Black Indigenous people. Okay, I didn't know. Thank you so much, Kristen. Because, you know, I know the Hungarian. I just struggle with translating. Struggle with words, but struggle to translate it to English. So yeah, like I said, if I could, I would just get this deck because of, you know, support. Because these are lovely people. So okay, let's move on. I think this is something that you guys know about. I mean, I've seen this in a lot of. Why is it always doing this to me? It was a Kickstarter, yes. It's an interesting one, and I know a lot of people like this deck. I mean, I can't remember what the first one on the second row is actually, because I just realized that there are no titles on the cards here. But that's so cute. I kind of like the art style. It's not necessarily something that I would get, though I really like this Ten of Pentacles. I'm assuming that's the Ten of Pentacles. But I appreciate, you know, the style, and there are some, I think that's the Lovers. Oh, I should have said that I think I said that there's a lot of nudity in some of the decks. But I kind of just enjoy the fact that this exists. Unfortunately, I don't know. I mean, I've seen a walkthrough of this deck, I think, on Dustin, Modern Metaphysics channel, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. So I'm not necessarily. Oh, cool. I just saw what Kristen said about Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm a New England Patriots fan, by the way, just saying. Pomegranate. Which one is the pomegranate? Was it on screen and I just, you know, scroll it through, or? Yeah, I mean, it would be easier if, oh, this one? Yes, Patriots. I'm gonna do a reading, by the way, on the preseason. I want to see what the card says about this season, because I can't with not winning the Super Bowl all the time. Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe that's can be High Priestess, right? I mean, I don't know actually. So yeah, it's not that Rider-Waite-Smith clone. So there are cards that you can say clearly see which is what, like the Ten of. I mean, I would say this one is the Two of Wands, but there are some like Six of Swords, I would say, but aces and could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's the Six of Swords. Then I don't know. But anyway, it's interesting. So yeah, I just included it because I've seen this a lot of times. So I don't know if any of you guys have it. This is not something that I would want. I'm not even sure if it's available still. I know that the Kickstarter ended. So maybe you can still get it. And here we have the next word, which was mentioned previously, and I've heard about this one. And I only have this page and with blurry images. I don't know why. Okay, thank you so much for the note. I'm not ordering, but I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, there are some cards I wasn't very keen on the lovers in that deck because not about the position, but are they eating each other alive? Like it was a very horror thing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for dropping by, Nancy. Thank you, and I really hope so, because I mean, we need to change the government, but they are cheating us also. It's very hard to get rid of a regime when they are change all the laws that, you know, keep them in power. So, but fingers crossed and all that. Yeah, I also, I mean, I don't have it either, but I like, you know, all the colors and everything. It just looks like a hobo, but in the best way. And I think she is the High Priestess, right? She should be the High Priestess. Or not, I don't know. Like, I just picked. I think this was the page of something. Because I've seen a walkthrough, and I think someone mentioned it, that for them, a tattoo artist, you know, there was some comment that made me just remember that this was supposed to be a page of something, because for me it made sense that a tattoo artist would be a page, because we just don't know if it's already an established you know, well-practiced tattoo artist. It could be someone who's just there for like a week and just practicing. So for me it made sense, but I could be completely wrong, by the way. Look at that. I mean, I'm afraid of heights, but that would be so cool to be just like, you know, walking like this on a rope. And this is also really cool. I like her dress. And the baby elephants. Though there are a lot of alien-y things in the background, so I appreciate that, the sci-fi. Here's the lovers. And it's a very interesting one also, because there's a mirror that one of them is stepping out. So we also have that self-love element for this one as well, and accepting who you are. But because their hair is different, I'm not entirely sure you know, is about just about that, or there's something more, or you know, it's just that the hair is just differently styled on this one. And she has spoons, which I don't really understand. So yeah, that's another one that is quite nice. Also, I don't think I would get it because $50 plus shipping plus everything else is just too much. Right now, let's be positive. If I could, I would just get them all and then, I don't know, go and protest with these cards. Okay. Stop screen. Which one was, and this one is for sure you guys know, and I think most of you have it. I don't have it yet. I wanted to get it at some point. I was thinking about, you know, I was contemplating. Hi, Regina. Oh, I didn't know. I'm so glad that Kristen is here because she has all the knowledge. Huh. Okay, I have to check this spoon theory because I have a chronic illness, so I should know about this. Because chronic Lyme disease is fun. That's my eyes are fucked up because stress completely, you know, messes up my eyes and my facial muscles. Yes, definitely on my wish list as well. I was thinking about, I was deciding between the Modern Witch and This Might Hurt, and this was the one that I settled on. And then I went on and I bought a lot of other decks. Yes, definitely, and we are very, very grateful for her because honestly, I will check it out. I mean, yes, there's not. I mean, I didn't even realize that I have, you know, chronic illness. I think because most of us use the tarot for self-healing as well. I mean, I know I used it, and I think most of us who are in this community. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's when I laugh too much, it just looks like or feels like I have Botox in my face because after a while it just gets tired and it just doesn't move. So I'm like, when I'm with my friends, after a while, I tell them to stop making me laugh because I can't move my face, and it quickly, you know, goes away. So it's nothing like that. But yes. Oh, hi, Gerald. Yes, we're going to go ahead, and now I know which account to send everyone when we're done. I mean, we're almost done. I think there's only one left, but let's look at these pretty cards. So I really like the Magician as well. I mean, I think but the High Priestess, I have a thing for the High Priestess. She's beautiful, and she's purple. I mean, her dress is purple, and I think it's just lovely. And even though the Empress is young, which could be, you know, like an old-fashioned way of thinking fertile, but yeah. Taking a call is completely fine, but I like the style of the deck. Doesn't he look like he has pig nose? I mean, I know it's mean. I don't mean it in a mean way, just because I know that it's the angle, but I kind of always think like that. Yeah. Yay! Religion. Also an awesome Lover's card. She's badass, and I really like the way that she's controlling the bicycles and everything. You know, she's completely in charge. I didn't set a reminder because I was like, once I'm finishing this here, I'm just hopping on. So, but yes, Strength is also lovely, and I love the Hermit as well. And I kind of, you know, think about that. Is she standing on the same cliff as the Fool, maybe? You know, like coming back to the same spot that she started the road with much more knowledge, reflecting on things. Kind of think about that. Because what I like to do when I'm bored, often, okay, not as often as I would like to do, but I just, you know, look at all the majors as a story. Like, I know that we all know that it's a story, but when you put, you know, lay down the cards and you start just looking at them, how they interact with each other, I think I just really like doing that. And just thinking about stuff like that. That is she thinking about back and, you know, giving personalities and little stories to the cards. Because why not? Please don't eat your doctor or the monitor. That's just not healthy. There's a Wheel of Fortune, and yeah, I'm going to hurry a little because... Okay, and the last one is the Modern Witch, which I only have a few pictures, so because I couldn't find another one. So this was the other one that I was thinking about, you know, getting it, but I decided on the This Might Hurt. And one of the cards that made me decide on that one was the Chariot, because in this deck, as you can see, it's the bottom right. We are cursing here. We are adults. I mean, I didn't say fuck as many times as I was thinking at the beginning of the stream, but I think we're all adults, and I'm sorry if anyone's, you know, offended by cursey words, but I mean, I'm not saying I'm a sailor, but my 6-month-old nephew is not going to, you know, it's going to be very popular in kindergarten when he starts to speak, because so yeah. And thank you so much, Diane, for helping me out with this. So, you know, being my mod, it's just a really big help, especially today, because I'm still, oh God, just, yeah, all over the place. But I think it was fun, wasn't it? I hope it was fun for you guys as well. Yeah. I mean, I will stop sharing because there's not a lot of stuff to say. Yes. You're an amazing monitor. Yeah, babies are, let's see, and babies, you know, they have all the potential to not be as fucked up as currently. Oh, look at that. We're talking about my 6-month-old nephew, and the mom is entered the chat. So, hello, Boogie. So yeah, I mean, oh. I mean, I guess she was lurking, and, you know, I mentioned her son, and then she would like appeared. So, anyone has a favorite queer deck that you want to mention that we didn't talk about today? Because I'm, like I said, I'm compiling a wish list. So just, you know, bless her. This is my sister. So yeah, it's kind of weird that she's here. So anything you want to add to the list? Because I know there's a lot. There's the Urban Tarot that has quite a few. I mean, that deck has a really cool 10 of Cups, which is like, I think it looks like a parade, like Pride, which is really fun. Yeah, I mean, that's why I want to have some that's dedicated, because like I said, the Light Seers has these 2 cards that are specifically queer, which I just appreciate because it's beautiful. I mean, isn't the rainbow freaking beautiful? But I like I said, I can't wait for the times when everything can be in a deck and no one is going to be like, why is it there? Why is that there? But you know, we will be like, oh, it's cool, everything is here. Star spinner. Yeah, I mean, isn't that like a star spinner? I'm thinking about a very purpley lilac-y deck, where I could be completely wrong. Light series, I have that one. I don't have the modern spellcasters. Oh, let's check the modern. I can check the two. Oops. Is it annoying if I type? Modern spellcaster. Oh, I see. Let's try to share the screen so you guys know what I can see. Just it's on the right, as everybody can probably see. Oh yeah, lilac-y. I knew that. That's a really cool Two of Cups. I like the robes. I don't even know what I was watching last time. I think it was the, oh God, what was it called? The Bone. You know, it was on Netflix. Okay, thank you. Bone and Shadow or something like that. Jeez, I'm really sorry. I just can't remember names and stuff like that. And I was thinking about how cool it would be if, you know, if we would wear those capes and robes and whatnot. I know that it's, you know, it's a hassle and it takes time to dress up, but I really like that style. Extra cards. The Star Spinner has extra cards. Yes. Okay, so there's only a few minutes left before we hop on to Gerald's stream. Let's go back so you can all see the name. Oh, where was he? He just came in to advertise. I know what he's doing. Which is completely fine. So the Hermit Mage, I don't even know what he was talking about. Oh, hi, Govinda. I made a note. We're just finishing off, but most of us will join Gerald on the Hermit Mage stream. So if you want to come over and, you know, hang with us, then please do so. Other than that, I'm going to finish. Please pray for Hungary, which sounds like ridiculous, but we need some positive energy because, like I said, I'm afraid that the law is going to pass, and I don't want to live in a country that will, it's just homophobic. I mean, let's just name things how they are. Thank you. I mean, I try to not be as much of a downer as I feel like it, but we went to a few decks and I think we had some fun. Like I said in the beginning, I will have free readings live stream on Friday from 7 p.m. my time, same time as now. So if you want to come in and get a free reading from me, please do so. If you can't come in live, you can just message me, email me, or Facebook message me, or whatever your question, and I will do the reading as well. Other than that, I will have a bi-weekly 2 weeks from now, and I want to talk about guidebooks because I recently had a really good guidebook in my hands, the Mermaid Tarot's guidebook, and I was thinking about we could talk about which decks has, you know, really good guidebooks and whatnot. So yeah, you're so nice. Thank you so much for saying that, and thank you to everyone who, you know, joined. And like I said, thank you, really, thank you, and see you on Friday hopefully, or if you can come, message me. Don't leave me alone, you know. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Thank you so much. Bye.